What up, shouties?
Sup, yo? How y'all doing?
Sup, yo?
Y'all ready? 3,
Let's do this.
2, 1.
Okay. She coming back. She coming back.
Okay, that was perfect.
What up, peeps?
How y'all doing?
Welcome to the Let's Make Out podcast, where we make out all things what?
Love, life, and laughter.
That is right. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all kinds of laughter.
How y'all doing?
Man.
Hopefully you're doing well.
Did you get snowed in like we did?
Oh my goodness, the snow. Man, when I tell you, how many inches you think we got?
It was probably, I would say 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I never looked on the news to see what it said, but I feel like just
It's
looking at
a lot.
just from where I cleared it on our porch, like I'm gonna take a ruler to it today, but I feel like it's probably
take a ruler to it.
right. It's been acting up. I'm gonna take a ruler
How much
to
snow
it.
did you get? A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. It's
sound-
crazy. Shout out to everybody in Texas
Yes.
who has been dealing with
Power outages.
and ice and all of the things. You are in our
Yes.
prayers.
Yes.
I was seeing so many things just about when you come from a place that has snow, like I've grown up with snow my whole life, so you don't really think about there are people who really don't know what it's like to get weather
And
like
their
this.
infrastructure wasn't built.
They're not set up to handle
that,
it. Yeah. So it's really, really unfortunate. Man, I saw so many sad stories about people dying from carbon monoxide poisoning, trying to stay warm in their car. Or even like this mother and daughter, I saw I don't even think they were sleeping in the car. I think she just left the car running in the garage to hopefully generate heat. Like, it's just, whew, it's crazy. So
thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers if any of you guys have been dealing with
Or if you have family or friends there.
Yeah.
Hopefully
nothing to play with.
the city officials and people like that can get it together. So
Yeah, it's really sad.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, but hopefully that they learn from this and they can be prepared. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but they can be prepared in case there is a snowstorm again or something like that. So this can be avoided.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy. Let's see what else has happened.
But
Valentine's Day. How was your V-Day? If you celebrate, did you guys have a good one? Yes. I think that we had a really, really good. I know that we had a good Valentine's Day. I feel like we haven't had a really good one like that in a while.
that was a good one.
It was a good one. It was low key, like we didn't go anywhere. We were at home, but it was just perfect. And I got some beautiful diamond earrings.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at them show up on the camera.
Look at them. Look at them.
Oh my goodness.
They did so well, you guys. I guess the conversation we had, was it just last week? He was like, yep, going for it.
Yeah. But that's actually, I was talking to your mom. That's actually why I tried to walk you into that.
Did you really?
Hoping that you would say exactly what you said. And I'm not going to, you buy me something again, I'm not taking it back.
Oh, did you walk me into that?
My goal was to try to get you for us to talk about it so I could get you to confirm.
Well, look at that.
So that I could.
You did really good. You did really good. I was really, really surprised. It's the funniest thing. When you're watching this, the vlog hasn't come out yet, but tomorrow's vlog on Friday, you'll see when he gifted it to me. It is the funniest thing. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all,
but you got to watch how I gifted her these earrings because she is the actress of the year, okay? Oscar coming right her way, okay? She getting a Tony Award.
It was the
daytime TV award. I don't know what they call.
Y'all gotta watch it tomorrow when it comes out. Then come back and tell us what you think about it because it was the funniest thing. I felt so ridiculous.
It was hilarious because she was such a good actress and I wanted her to do it and she did perfect.
Hilarious. Anyway,
but yeah, it was a good day. It was a great day.
Yeah, it was a good day. And then babe, he prepared a dinner for me and it was by candlelight and the kids were there. Like it was perfect. So stay tuned for the vlog. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
It was a really, really good Valentine's Day. You're the best.
Oh.
I didn't know we were going for that.
Yeah. I'm always going for that.
Let's see. What else has happened?
Let's see. Still training.
Still training.
So I've been running. Last week I ran like 21 miles.
A lot of miles.
This week I'm at 8 already from 2 days, and my last run this week is a 10 miler.
Ooh, 10 miles.
So I'm probably going to end up doing probably 25 miles this week.
Man.
And then
I don't think I've ever run 10 miles before.
In the last 4 weeks, I've ran 69.7 miles.
Look at you. I'm so proud of you. You're really doing it with this training. So
yeah, no, it's but it's been good. It's been feeling good. Like my left leg started acting weird, but I've been doing like my Normatec, which is like my compression sleeves.
Yeah. Excuse me.
And then, just taking care of it, stretching really well. So that's been good. But
are you to the point where you're enjoying it? Or is it still kind of just like,
I'm enjoying the running. I'm enjoying the running. I mean, I obviously would rather be outside. Yeah. But it's not worth running outside in like 5 degrees.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah, and the ice and the...
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No. Let's wait till it warm up a little bit more.
The ground is not like... The problem, too, is that I think about these things. The ground is not even. So if I'm running on snow patches and there's a rock underneath there or like just a clump of snow that's harder or a clump of ice... Like, just the chances of hurting yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that.
That's why I don't like. That's why some people run in the grass, because it's a little softer than concrete. But I don't trust it because if I step on something or there's a soft part in the ground, my ankles I don't want to roll an ankle.
Interesting. I guess I never thought about that. You've seen people before running on the side of the road, but they're not like in the shoulder or on the path. They could be like a sidewalk, and they won't be on the sidewalk. I'm like, why do people not run on the sidewalk? But maybe that's what it is.
Well, like some people like to run in because it's flatter. It's guaranteed to be flatter because it, for cars, and then also some people like to run in the grass. It's interesting. But for me, treadmill is the safest place to do it right now. Chances of getting sick is very slim to none. Going outside, just playing with this weather is just not worth it. So, but I am excited for it to start warming up. I'm picking up my bike today, hopefully. So I can start doing a little bit of bike rides. Because, the Peloton's cool, and I'll still do the Peloton, but I want to train on my bike because that's what I need to be used to riding.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense. Have you ever tried the free ride on the Peloton? Have you tried that yet?
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it'd be nice. Yeah. I like the Peloton.
They have free ride or like scenic ride that has like all these different paths everywhere.
I think I watched yours.
Yeah, I saw it's nice. I've done it a couple of times.
But for me, it's for me, it's like I want to be like
you need to be comfortable
on my bike because I'm gonna have to ride it for 112 miles. So,
what does 112 miles translate to time wise?
My goal. I told you my time goals yesterday. Yeah. My goal is to do it in. If I do like 17 miles an hour average, then that's like 6 hours and 33 minutes.
Could you imagine being on a bike for 6 hours and 30 minutes?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to be comfortable on my bike because
I couldn't.
Because that's where I got to be for that long. So
that's crazy.
I'm excited though.
Well, I'm proud of you because you were doing it, love. I am. You doing it. We done booked the Airbnb and everything. This Ironman is going down.
Bought a wetsuit yesterday.
Okay. It's going down.
Bought a wetsuit and gonna secure my stuff at the race where they'll actually take your bike apart for you. They'll put your bike together from the case and tune it up, get it ready, and then they'll take it apart after you start your run and then put it back in the case.
Did you buy the case?
No, I'm gonna ask today when I go to pick up my bike if they have recommendations for good cases. Okay. And then if they say that was a good one, I'll buy it. Yeah. But so exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
Gabriel killing it in the gym.
The home gym.
That
we love so much. I've been trying to get my life back on track. I think I'm getting back into my groove. I just feel like the holidays and then January is just, I took a break and now I'm kind of like ready to get back on it. So, trying to build muscle. Yeah. But be okay with building muscle because obviously I'm not as lean as I was a year ago when I hit my goal because I am now eating more. I've kind of reversed up. I'm trying to get to maintenance. So, there is going to be a little bit of weight gain. So it has been a bit uncomfortable and I've been trying to be okay with that, just being okay with not being super, super lean, but I'm not eating as low calorie as I was, you know, a year ago when I was super lean at my goal. You can't stay there forever. So it's like one of those things. Amazing. Also, you need to eat more if you want to gain muscle, and that's what I want. I really want to gain muscle. So I feel like I'm getting into a groove. Yeah. And being okay with looking a little different and, you know, pants a little bit tighter, but I'm like, okay, it's totally fine. Like, I still look good.
She still looks amazing.
Fine. Yeah.
And I be enjoying it. Her.
Thank you, love. So, yeah, I'll cut again at some point, but right now I'm trying to build. So,
that's right.
Yeah, getting comfortable in that. Oh, you guys, so we started watching a new show. I don't know if it's just us, but I feel like we start new shows. Like, we can never finish a show before we start another one. So we started Virgin River. We watched one episode, 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then we ain't been back to it. So then we started watching The Flight Attendant, which is really good, by the way. We're doing good on The Flight Attendant. We're probably like
4 or 5
episodes in. Maybe like 5 or 6 episodes in. And it is really good. It's on what is it on? Showtime?
HBO Max?
HBO Max?
I
think it's on HBO Max. It's really good. So then just a couple days ago, we started watching
Firefly Lane
with Katherine Hagel. Shout out to you if you're a Grey's Anatomy fan. I feel like we haven't really seen her in much since then. I don't know. I kind of feel like after Grey's Anatomy, her career didn't really do.
I don't know. Was Grey's Anatomy? What was Grey's Anatomy like before her movies? The movies she was in. So she had a few movies that were like.
Was she in? She did have a few movies, but
then
still
it kind of
wasn't. Yeah, then it kind of tapered off a little bit. So she's back. Well, it seems like she's back to me. And I like it so far. It's good. It's good. And we watched like 2 or 3 episodes like in one sitting.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. So
if you're looking for some new shows, definitely check out Flight Attendant.
But if you're also looking for a good song to bump your head to,
we never did the intro.
Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll get into our first sponsor after that.
Didn't even catch that we hadn't done.
I was like
yapping over here, talking my head off, and
this good
I ain't talking about nothing important.
Sponsor.
I ain't talking about nothing.
I mean, it's good intro.
But I'm about to start talking about something. Then let's get into the first sponsor of this episode.
The first.
Third Love. So let's talk about bras, ladies. How often are you searching for new bras, purchasing new bras, and all of that stuff? I have to admit that I probably don't do it as much as I should, but I have found a new website, Third Love, and they are great because they use the measurements of millions of women to design bras with all-day comfort and support. So you go on the website and there's like a fitting room quiz. So you do the fitting room quiz. It's, super easy and interactive. So it focuses on size, breast shape, current fit issues, and your personal style, and then it delivers bras and underwear that are perfect for you. So throughout the whole thing, fit stylists are available for one-on-one chats if you have any questions that you want to have answered. And it's just really great. Like their bras are, they create better bras that focus on what matters, keeping you comfortable. So you want to wear something that you don't mind having on all day. So Third Love is great. And another great thing is that they donate all of their gently used return bras to women in need, supporting charities in their local San Francisco Bay Area and across the United States. So for our peeps, we've got something special for you. All of our listeners get 20% off of their first order. So all you have to do is go to thirdlove.com/LMO and you can find your perfect fitting bra and get 20% off the first purchase. So that is thirdlove.com/LMO for 20% off today. Okay. So if you're in the market for a new bra, go ahead and hook that up.
Yeah, because there's a perfect bra for everyone. Okay?
Except for you.
Except for me. Yeah, exactly. Except for me.
Except for you.
But yeah.
All right. You want to get into some questions?
Let's get into some questions. I got a few books that books that we have already.
Let's do this new one.
Which one?
The 808.
808.
808. No heartbreaks.
No heartbreaks. Page.
Shout out to Kanye. Are they really getting a divorce, you guys? We don't really talk about like pop culture, but
who knows?
Are they really getting a divorce? I don't know. You know, you see the titles and you never know if it's like real or if it's clickbait or
like,
you know,
all
the things.
I just feel like it's like,
I don't know.
I mean, think about reality TV. Like, their goal is to keep you coming back.
Well, they're not the ones putting out these stories.
But they're also like, well, at least she is teasing, doing things on social media.
Well, I don't know.
Like, Yahoo has articles all the time.
Oh,
they'd be talking
about like what she's
like,
doing.
yeah, like she's wearing Yeezys in pictures, and
I mean, it's her husband. Why would she not wear Yeezys?
But like they're just like, I know, why would she not wear Yeezys? What I'm saying is like, but like,
you don't know what you're saying about.
I don't know. It's just the articles are funny, man, because it's like,
I don't feel like you can totally trust everything that you see on Yahoo.
I agree. You can you can't totally trust anything you see on news half the time anyway.
It's really true. Like,
regardless.
You don't know. But I've never, like, I just see like, I try not to like read it a bunch because you just never know what's real and what's not. But you know, I wish them the best. I was just wondering if they've like actually come out and said, yes, we're getting a divorce, or if it's just like this mass speculation that's been going on forever. I don't know. Y'all know I love me some Kardashians.
Yeah, I just think Kanye,
I'm a little behind.
I think Kanye is just an interesting person.
He is.
Like, and he's so private, but not private at the same time.
I would say that he's pretty private.
Well, he's pretty private, but he's like, there was something I was watching, is it the barbershop? What's it called? The one with, LeBron James, I think it's HBO one. Basically, it's called The Shop, and so he brings in like different people into the shop, and like, you know, and they just,
it's a show.
Yeah, just have conversations.
I've never heard of it before. Oh,
you know, it's kind of like talking about like, you know, like the barbershop. You know, people go and have conversations.
That's cool.
And so he would have. So there was one episode where he had Drake in there.
Yeah.
And like Victor Oladipo and like who else? Maverick, his business manager and best friend, Maverick something. But basically they were
LeBron's business manager.
Yeah, and best friend. Like his name's Maverick something. I can't remember his name. Super smart guy, but he's helped LeBron build like his business outside of basketball. And and Drake was talking about how, you know, how the beef with Kanye started.
Oh, really? What?
Like,
I don't even know.
Basically,
how it started.
like Kanye.
I didn't even know that they had beef. Did I miss this?
Said he wasn't even. I don't think it's settled. I don't know if it's even settled at this point.
But when did this happen?
It was a few years back. But like, it was talking about like, it's after they moved to Wyoming, because he was talking about going to Wyoming to their house there, to the ranch.
Well, they didn't actually. I think Kanye moved, but I don't think that Kim ever actually moved to Wyoming. See, this is what happens when you don't really know and you just be speculating.
Well, Kanye did though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I said
Kanye
when he moved.
Oh,
when
okay.
I mean, he had a house in Wyoming.
They still have a house. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's where one of his studios was. Like, and he was making music and stuff. But he he asked Drake to come out, and because he knew Drake was working on the album, and so Kanye never mentioned that he was working on music at all. And then he's like, I got this beat for you. You know, you can definitely have it if you want. So Drake comes out there and ends up helping Kanye the whole time write music and make music for Kanye's album.
Oh, so he came out there on the premise of
that he was gonna make
you got a track for me. Yeah. I'm about to make some music.
Yeah.
But did that not happen?
So then no, he said the whole time was spent helping Kanye.
Oh.
And so he said that he's like, whatever. He's like, it was kind of weird. So I left, no worries. And then all of a sudden, he gives the track to Pusha T. You know, Drake and Pusha T had a beef.
Oh.
He gives the track to Pusha T, and it ends up being a Drake diss song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So and he said like that's where they talked about like him being a deadbeat father.
Yeah, and that song. I remember that.
And then, then he said the part that really pissed him off was talking about his son.
Yeah.
Like the things. Yeah. So he was talking about
that was a big deal. I do remember.
Yeah, he's talking about he said he wrote a diss track, like,
wow,
you know, and he had one that was like where he was just gonna like, he said he did investigation, he did research, he was gonna every single
lay
person.
It all out.
I mean, he said he was going to talk about Kim. He was going to talk about everybody. Like he was.
And then what happened? He had to change the heart.
Yeah, he called. Well, him and LeBron are really close. He said he called LeBron and said, "Hey,
should I even do this?
What should I do? You know, like everything in me wants to do this."
Yeah.
So he ends up releasing a diss track, but it's not that one. He never released that one.
Oh, those are the type of friends that you need.
Yeah, LeBron
that stop you before you do some petty shit. Like
LeBron,
a lot of times it's not even worth it. It's so not worth it.
Yeah, because he said LeBron basically said that he was like, look, I'm gonna love you regardless. I'm gonna support you regardless. But just know you don't have to retaliate just because people want you to.
Ooh, that's a word right there.
And that's for us. Like too, when somebody leaves a negative comment.
We literally just had this conversation today. Yes. I had the whole response typed out and everything, and I was like, babe, is this even worth it? To be like completely 100. Yeah.
Not everybody deserves a comment. Mm-hmm. Not everybody deserves
a response.
Deserves a response.
Yeah.
And because my silence can be enough for you.
Yeah.
And you can feel however you want because I don't really care.
Right.
But that's the point of it is I don't owe a response just because I get a feeling from it. Mm-hmm. Right? My feeling doesn't dictate how I respond.
Yeah.
Like, so it was interesting though.
It's interesting. I want to watch the episode now just to, to hear the conversation. But we all need people in our lives like that who are going to be like, you know what? It's going to make you feel real good in the moment to throw that shade, but you can't ever get rid of that back or whatever, but you can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, is it really worth it that I'm going to then talk about your whole everybody around you who ain't done nothing to me just to make you feel some type of way? Like, no, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch the shop. It sounds like a good,
it was good. No, it's really good.
A good show.
They have some great conversations. LeBron's a super smart guy, and Maverick being on there.
Yeah.
Maverick Carter. He's a super smart business guy. And then but I like the way he does it because he's still like, they talk about being black businessmen, and going into places and not, being dressed up, and looking the part, but people still looking at him like, why are they here? Not LeBron, because everybody knows who LeBron is.
Right.
But Maverick Carter, not everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
But just talking about this, breaking those stereotypes and standing the ground and in the white business world,
right?
And it's just it's cool. Like I love the conversations they have, and I usually watch them when I'm working out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I ain't never seen you watch it. When you watching this?
Because this is when I'm working out. Because it's perfect to listen to. It's like a podcast almost, but you get to kind of like
see it.
Kind
of like us. You can watch us.
You can watch us. If you're not watching, come on over. Come on over. Come on over, peeps.
Is that a Britney song? No,
that's a Christina Aguilera.
It is Christina, but it made me think of Britney Spears, which is another documentary that I want to watch. The one that they just released,
Freeing Britney Spears.
Free Britney. Yeah, Free Britney. Have
They're
you guys
actually
watched
creating
that?
an actual documentary now.
Okay, wait. So that's not a documentary.
I don't think that's like the full.
It's not like authorized.
I don't know, but I know that I just saw an article saying that they're actually Netflix or somebody is actually creating a documentary now.
Oh, interesting. So I do want to watch that. Have any of you watched that?
Apparently it's crazy.
The
point where even Justin Timberlake put a statement out on Instagram.
Oh, I saw that because he was apologizing
for that,
for being a white guy and freaking, in the world, then takes advantage of privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like willingly, unwillingly. Some people are like, it's a little too late for the apology. You should have apologized to Janet, for one, years ago. But I did see that, and I was wondering where all of it stemmed from, that he was just all of a sudden apologizing to Janet and Britney. Yeah. But I guess the documentary or the stuff in there kind of brought up some stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to have to watch it.
I think there's
so many things.
It goes, I think that also brings up interesting conversation, though, is for the people that say it's too late for someone to, not Justin Timberlake, just in general, for someone that says it's too late to apologize years later.
Oh, absolutely. Who decides when it's too late?
Said
and why is it
like
deemed a bad thing for somebody
it's
to
it's
get
like
it
you're
when
damned
they
if you
get
do,
it.
you're damned if you don't.
It's true. I posted a sponsored picture of a brand that I'm working with the other day, and one of the comments was like, well, I'll never support that because it took them too long. Well, what the hell do you want? Do you want them to get it, or do you not want them to get it? Because it's like, I just didn't respond because I was like, you know, I mean, you're definitely free to feel how you feel about certain things. But if we want people to get
when can
it,
growth happen?
They have to be comfortable getting it, knowing that they're not going to be condemned because all of a sudden they got it. Or maybe they're ready to change or talk about it or whatever. It's
but when can growth happen? If
God,
no one,
dog, if we don't let nobody grow.
When can growth happen? Here's the thing. But it's so interesting. It's just like, put yourself in a situation where you've made a mistake, and don't act like you haven't, because we all have.
We all have.
So
let's be real.
Have you wanted to be forgiven, or have you wanted to be able to grow outside of that position, or of that piece, part of your life where you made mistakes?
Or do you want to be constantly
tied to that and judged on that? No, you want to be able to grow and move on. Well, that's the problem with some people. Is like nothing is good enough for them. But ultimately, usually the people that say these things usually don't even matter in the situation, first of all.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, they don't matter. But it's also like that thing is when you put a statement out like that, it's kind of like you put yourself on this pedestal that you know somebody's heart. Like, you know when somebody is authentic or when they're not. Oh, it's just a PR stunt. Oh, they just doing that because of this. How do you even know? Like, honestly,
but
how
also,
do you know?
when did the world and when do people become such cynics that they can't just look at something for face value and say, well, I hope that he's genuine. I hope that person is genuine with what they're saying.
That's totally.
And leave it at that.
Because what can you do at the end? If it is a PR stunt, what does that matter?
But what
does it matter?
The world is full of cynicism. I mean, think about it. People are cynics, you know, and
people are
we're guilty of being cynics too sometimes. So we're not perfect.
I think we're conditioned to look for the worst.
Absolutely.
In everybody.
You expect the worst.
And then when you don't
hope the best,
see the worst, I don't even think people hope for the best. I think that people look for the worst. They look for that one thing they can take and drag you for.
I was talking. You know what? Like Drake said something in the shop too that was really good. That goes along with this. He was talking about when you are successful, majority of the people that are rooting for you hope you fail. And even though they say they're rooting for you, they're just waiting for you to fail.
Man, who was that? I think it was
Tiger. Was in the Tiger Woods documentary too.
Just posted.
Really?
He reposted Tabitha Brown's video where she was talking about people, you know, just staying in your lane and how, you know, people can feel like, well, why she got this or why she doing that, or I've been doing the same thing but it ain't popped off for me. Just talking about like, take your problems to God. Don't bring them to me. Like, ask Jesus why it ain't popped off for you or why it hasn't happened for you. So Pastor Todd, I think he just reposted it today or yesterday and was talking about how there's so many people rooting for you until you make it. And then it's like, so you think you better now. Yeah. Oh, well, don't forget the people that support you and got you there, or you know what I'm saying? It's so like, you want me to win, but not really.
It was so the Tiger Woods story. I was watching a documentary on him. It was the same thing as that. Now, obviously, he did some dirty stuff, but what it was talking about, one of the guys who was closest to Tiger was talking about how everybody was, I mean, Tiger was
he was the man.
The man. Mm-hmm. I mean, when it came to just sports in general, like especially being in golf. I mean, everybody knew who Tiger Woods is. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
And like all the people that were rooting for him and, you know, putting that pressure on him to be a winner and to win and to be the, you know, the change, like all this stuff, you know, in golf and change it forever. Like, where secretly they were the same ones that when he failed and when he you know, cheated and went through all of the dumb decisions and things that he did,
all the life things
that happen, like all of a sudden they were the first ones to be like, I knew he was, you know, I knew he was, something was not right with him, and like,
did you know? Right? Or now you just jumping on the bandwagon?
But the same people though, when he got past that and he changed his life and he came back to golf and won the Masters 2 years ago, the same ones praising him again for being the greatest golfer ever. Absolutely. It's just like,
it's just the world we live in.
The world we live in. When you're doing well, there are too many people that want you to fail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad. It's
is.
just it's a sad part of life.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I think it's the people that want them to fail that have put them on a pedestal, not the person themselves.
Oh, it's always that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that we project our feelings. So it's like, oh, I've been looking at you as this person, and
happens with pastors
you have
all the
let
time.
me down because you have proved that you slip or you fall just like we all do. So it's like, these
But
people
you shouldn't
ain't even,
have, though. You shouldn't have.
But you shouldn't have, because I've put you up here and you should stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
it's just really
man.
interesting, the world that we
live in, bro. It's crazy.
All the
oh, my
just
goodness.
unrealistic and unnecessary expectations of people that we have, and just, I mean, we could go on about this, like go on and
It's
on
crazy.
and on about this, but yeah, it is really crazy. Like when you think about just the expectations that you have of people in general, like I think it's unfair, some of the things that we put on people that we don't even know.
Exactly.
Like, it's okay to have expectations in your relationships, people that actually interact with you, your spouse, your children, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of expectations that are normal.
Yeah.
But when you start placing those on complete strangers, that's when it gets a little crazy.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
just because you watch somebody or you've known somebody through television or the internet or whatever,
You actually know them.
they're still a stranger. Like, honestly, even us, like, y'all family to us, peeps.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, a lot of times,
we don't know each other personally.
like, we don't
you know
know
what I'm
each
saying?
other personally
Yeah.
unless we have that
Have that opportunity,
relationship
right?
or have that opportunity to cultivate it. But I do think that there's just so much unnecessary pressure put on people that you feel like you've known forever that probably have no idea who you are. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I know Beyonce. I feel like that's my homegirl. But if I was standing right next to her, do you think she would blink twice? She would not know who I was. You
She
know
has
what
something in
I'm
her
saying?
eye.
So,
She has something in her eye. She's
so
trying to
it's
get
like,
it out.
I feel like that's family. That's my homegirl. We grew up together. I grew up listening to you when you was in Destiny's Child, girl.
So you
But she
owe me a
don't know
relationship.
Right, but she don't know me from a can of paint.
And there's
She don't
nothing,
know
and
me
I think
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
Like,
it. That's just how life works.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, how many of you go to a big church, big church with thousands of members? I bet you there's someone in that church, maybe you, that has never met the pastor.
Yep.
Or the pastor doesn't know your name. And it doesn't make them a bad person. It just
It's
means they
just-
can't know everybody's name.
Exactly.
It's just life.
It
like,
is.
you know, and
Yeah.
I think but there's so much unrealistic expectation that people put on other people that they don't even know.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy.
It's very interesting.
That was a really random tangent.
It was. But it was
I
good.
kind of liked it though. We don't ever really talk about, like, you know, pop culture or the things that are happening. Like, because there's a fine line between talking about something and gossiping. And I don't, definitely don't want to turn into that. But,
And I'm just telling you go watch The Shop where Drake talks about it. I'm just telling you what he said. So
it's interesting conversation.
it ain't my opinion.
It ain't your
It's what he
opinion.
said.
We're going to give you our opinion now, but
Yeah, we
ain't
opinionize
gonna-
the crap out of
We ain't
it.
going to turn into that.
No. All right, here we go. Second sponsor.
Already?
Of course already. Man. We've been talking for
Have
35
we been
minutes.
talking for that long?
All right, here we go.
We ain't got into name topics.
We've been talking. That's what. Look, did y'all enjoy that little segment of talking? Let me know. Let us know.
I know. Maybe we'll bring it back. Current events. Or
Current events.
I don't know. We need a different
Yeah,
title.
current
I don't
events sounds
that.
like we're in school.
It does, right?
Today on current events. All right, here we go. Thrive Market, second sponsor. We've talked about Thrive Market many times. So basically, Thrive Market is an online membership-based market on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable to everyone. Shopping with Thrive Market is healthy without the hassle. You can easily shop by 70-plus diets and values like keto, paleo, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, fair trade certified, BPA-free, and more. Skip the store and the lines. Basically, enjoy guaranteed savings and member-only prices. Thrive Market members save an average of $32 on every order. I mean, I think that the last order that we got, I mean, I think it was close to $25, $30. I mean, just, you know, it was a small order, but because being a member, you get things they show you that what the discount is versus what you could pay versus what you're paying. So it's really great. Thrive Market has the best selection of high quality, healthy, and sustainable products online. You can buy thousands of wholesome food, home, and beauty products curated just for members. It's a one-stop shop for everything you need: organic and essential groceries, clean beauty, safe supplements, non-toxic home, plus ethical meat, sustainable seafood, clean wine, and more. And the products are ethically sourced. So recently, Gabrielle has been trying their, is it peanut butter collagen?
Yes, it's peanut butter flavored collagen. It's Vital Proteins is the name of the brand, but we got it from Thrive Market. It's really good.
She raves about it. Did you put it in your coffee one time?
I put it in my coffee. I've only tried it in my coffee.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty good. It's not like overpowering.
Yeah, I tried it. You let me try it in the coffee.
Yeah, I do like that they have a lot of different options, like things that we probably wouldn't necessarily get. So we're able to try.
You get to try different brands that are out there, but you're not going to get outside of in like a regular grocery store. Like, you know, these, at least I've not seen some of these. Well, brands.
Some of them are, but there are a lot of things that we just wouldn't think to get. Yeah.
So pretty good stuff. So basically, for the peeps watching or listening, you can join Thrive Market today to get 25% off your first order and an exclusive free gift. The only way to get this offer is by going to thrivemarket.com/LMO. That's Thrive, THRIVE, market.com/LMO to get the exclusive offer of 25% off your first order and a free gift. You can't get this offer anywhere else, so go to thrivemarket.com/LMO. Check them out.
Okay, now we're going to get into a question for real.
For real.
How did we even get off of questions? I feel like we started and then we never even got there.
I mean, I was ready. You
weren't ready.
What you was doing.
Okay. All right. Well, come on now. Give me a number. 808s. No heartbreaks. Oh, but it's not. Oh, page 173.
You were just on it.
Hey, that when they're
191.
Not. When they're not. What? What are two pieces of advice that you would give to all parents?
Two pieces of advice. Okay. First piece of advice.
Sounded like it was about to be juicy.
They are children. Remember that they're children. Like, don't expect them to be adults. Don't expect them to be super organized, super, perfect at like cleaning up after themselves. Like you teach these things, but don't have these unrealistic expectations on your 5-year-old, your 8-year-old. I mean, teach them the way, correct them, and help them get to be better and better.
Yeah.
But don't expect them to come out the womb
knowing these things.
A neat freak like you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so that's one.
That's a really, really good one.
I think that's just important, like to let them be kids. I mean, like, how many of you look back and like, man, it was so easy being a kid.
Yeah.
Like, let them be a kid.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And then the second one, it goes along with this, is remember what it was like. Like, remember what it was like when you were a kid. Like, learn from your parents' good ways, but also from their bad ways.
Yeah.
And don't repeat the bad ways. If you didn't like something that your parents did, don't do the same thing.
It's true.
Like, you sit there and talk about, I hated when they did this, or this was not good. Then
you turn around and do
the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, you don't, like, you can take good lessons and bad lessons from your parents, because no parent is perfect, including us.
Yeah.
So there's good things we do, and there's bad things we do.
Right. Plus, every child is different too. So everything is not going to work for everybody across the board.
Absolutely. So yeah, that would be my two biggest things.
Those were good.
Remember where you came from. Like, just, really and just try your hardest. Just do your best to take care of them, and that's what's going to make you a great parent.
Yeah. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with page... let's see. Page 75.
75. Sounds like a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Or not. I gave it a song and everything, and it wasn't right. Question 3. It's not about the right.
I know what 3 would be. I said if you accidentally dropped my toothbrush in the toilet, retrieved it, and then cleaned it like crazy, would you admit what happened?
Why would I do that?
Why
would I drop it in the toilet and then try to clean it and pass it off?
That's why I knew the answer.
I would literally
throw
it
away
trash.
and say, "I'm sorry, we got buy you a new toothbrush."
Like what?
Okay, I know the answer to 4.
It's not about whether you know the answer. It's about if the peeps know the answer. Okay, go to page 80.
Okay.
Let's find something different. Boy, we need better books.
Beards, cool or ridiculous?
Why did that crack you? Why did that crack you?
The truth comes out.
You know how I feel about beards. I enjoy it as long as it's, kept. Maintained, okay?
I feel like it's a little softer.
And it's getting softer.
I don't know.
Y'all, Babe's hair used to be so hard. Sometimes it still be hard. He would coming in for that kiss
sometimes
so quickly, and I'd be like,
beard.
"You're what?" I missed it.
He said sometimes it'd be hard.
Oh, shut up! Get it. The beard, okay? The hair on the beard. It does feel soft today, though.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, okay. Give me a new question. I don't like any of these ratchet questions. What's the mini quiz?
Okay.
Is this ridiculous?
Oh, this is gonna be fun for you. The handyman you hired didn't do the job quite right. How do you feel about telling him to redo it? A, uncomfortable. You'd rather just do it yourself and then ask him to fix it. B, okay. You know how to ask for changes without being a jerk about it. C, fine. Giving directions is second nature to you. I know the answer.
What answer do y'all think for me? A, B, or C? I'm going to give y'all
uncomfortable, okay, or fine? With telling him to redo it.
I'm going to go with A. Uncomfortable. Okay? I would much rather... Y'all, I helped the guy put up the wallpaper in Reagan's room because he couldn't figure it out. He came by himself and he didn't have no help. I was like, look, I'll just help you.
It was hilarious.
I paid him, but I did half of the work, okay? I am notorious for just being like, forget it. It's fine. I'll fix it. It's totally fine. I've done this with my hair multiple times. We'll go pay to get it done and hate it and then have to come home and,
She came home from getting braids one time. I think it was braids. Yes. And took them out. I'm like,
I did. They were the worst.
I'm like, you just did 6 hours of getting braids?
They were the worst. I would much rather I just don't like having those uncomfortable conversations. Like,
I think that
I'd much rather eat the food if it's not right. And I think a lot of times that comes from me being a server. I just don't want to be, even though I know that it's not necessarily a hassle, but.
I think that Gabrielle has because she's a people pleaser. She has a tough time separating.
I'm a reformed
business.
People pleaser.
You are reformed. Well, you're reforming.
It's a concept.
She has an issue with identifying that there's a difference between business and personal. Mm-hmm. And like business, is business. I'm paying you to do something, so therefore you should do it appropriately and do it right. And if I'm not happy with it, then, I should be able to say, hey, this is, I don't think this is right, or, this is not the way I asked you to do it. There's no way you can, fix that up for me, without telling them that they suck.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a way to do it.
Say, hey, this looks great. There's just a few little things right here. Can you touch those up, or can you make sure that doesn't look necessarily the way that I was hoping? Can we figure that out? Like that, But yeah, Gabrielle just has that. She has a tough time with that.
For that.
She thinks she's hurting someone's feelings.
Yeah.
And if you offer professional service, you shouldn't have hurt feelings right off the bat.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. It's a good way to think about it.
And if you do get hurt feelings, then we just don't need to work with you again because
maybe you're just in the wrong business.
Or maybe you're in the wrong business because customer service, you shouldn't. Your feelings shouldn't get hurt so bad if you're in customer service.
Yeah. Interesting.
I
don't like that question. You know another question?
Go. That page. It's my favorite page right there.
What do you think about boycotting a product if you disagree with its company's policies? Have you ever done it?
Yes, I have. I have done it with CrossFit.
You have. You sure did.
I have with CrossFit because of the former CEO. He's no longer the CEO or owner. He no longer is affiliated with CrossFit at all.
So does that change your stance? Do you then give it another chance, or you just be
yes, I would. I haven't, but yes, I would with CrossFit because he's the one that said those words.
Right.
CrossFit headquarters came out and said that they did not agree with what he said. So I don't think it was CrossFit who said it. It was Greg Glassman who said it.
Yeah.
So in that case, it wasn't him like saying it from the CrossFit headquarters
I see what you're
account.
saying.
It was from his account and it was from him in an interview. I do believe that CEOs can speak on the behalf of a company, but I also believe that they can just speak on the behalf of themselves. In that instance, he was speaking on the behalf of himself. I didn't agree. He was the CEO and owner of CrossFit, therefore didn't want to be affiliated with that. If I ever decide to be affiliated with again, he's gone. He doesn't own it. He has nothing to do with CrossFit anymore.
Yeah.
And the new CEO has come in and brought in new policies to make sure that, racial equality and things of that sort are actually addressed in CrossFit. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But do I agree? I mean, I think that yes. I mean, if things are wrong in companies and they do not appropriately treat people, of all races, genders, creeds, like if they do not treat people correctly, then it should be addressed. And unfortunately, sometimes it does take, a group of individuals to stand against it and talk about why this is wrong and what needs to, what they believe needs to happen, to help rectify it and change it.
Yeah, it's like the I don't know if you're read the New York Times, I'm sure you saw the Indianapolis Museum of Art in the news because of their job description,
creative director
creative director or something, and it said there is somebody who could basically come in and diversify but also make sure they keep their core white audience, and it was a huge deal, and seemed like it was a million steps back from what we're trying to do here and what they seem to be trying to do, because they had a exhibit coming up in April so we had a Black Lives Matter mural done downtown, and they were going to showcase all 18 of the artists that were a part of that. So the artists have all gotten together, and multiple community members, and are like, we are not going to go forward with this until there is a removal of the CEO who was in charge and okayed this language, because clearly you don't get it. Clearly you just don't get it. So I don't know where we are with that.
CEO, human resources.
Like, how many people did that have to go through to okay that job description? Like, really?
No. Yeah.
Come on.
No, I think that I think that in those situations, I think I agree with what they're doing and what they're asking for. What I don't agree is when people say they want entire companies to be entire teams and management teams to be gone. You have to try to look at who's in charge here.
Yeah.
Right? Who's created the culture? And you think about it with this, they're as the CEO.
Most time it's top down.
Yeah, most time it's top. First of all, the buck stops at the top there, right? Good or bad, that's how it works. That's how it should work. A good leader takes the good with the bad, right? Or takes the bad with the good.
Yeah.
Good leaders always going to take the good, but they should take the bad too.
They should take the bad as well. Yeah.
So on that side is that because there are some people there that just work there, like the secretary for the CEO. Think about it, or the administrative assistant.
She ain't got no say.
Does she deserve to lose her job?
Because, no, she ain't got no say.
So you have to think about there's not every single person needs to lose their job, but there are some people that need to be removed from their position and lose their job. Absolutely. So demanding change is correct. It's necessary. But make sure you get the right ones, because the CEO will try to make sure they fire the ones that actually didn't do it, but they're to
save their own butt. They're the ones with the final say so. Yeah,
exactly. Make sure that HR manager, make sure that CEO,
absolutely.
Make sure those are the ones that are gone.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Right.
So.
All right. One more question, and then I think we haven't asked Gabe and Babe, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do page 52.
52.
Was that my question last? No, that was your question.
Yeah, that was yours. That was a good one.
You getting the good ones today, Shaw. I took the top off to make it back.
Let's see. If your partner isn't responding to your hot advances, do you try a different turn on like a massage or a sexy movie? Probably just feel rejected and hurt, or assume your partner must be distracted or tired.
I don't have that problem. I don't even know. Like,
if she could be in her office,
I would assume that you were tired because I can't think of a time you turned it down my advance.
Yeah,
like you had to be like tired or not feeling well. But I would have never even attempted if I know you're not feeling well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have that. I don't know. I don't have that problem. Thank God.
I mean, if she's in the office, I'm upstairs and I can't see her, but I feel like she turned her head to look my direction. I'd be like, "So, what? You need some?
You ready?
You need some? Oh, you ready? Okay, I got you. Give me two. Give me two."
Oh, these questions be sucking so bad, y'all.
How important are other people when it comes to your happiness?
Oh, Lord. More important than they should be. I'll say that. Yeah, I think traditionally, or maybe historically, they have been a lot more important than, down to the conversation that we just had about me making myself feel uncomfortable because I don't want to voice what's going to make me happy or, do the thing that's going to make me happy. So, historically, they've mattered a lot more, but that is changing.
Absolutely, it
is definitely closer to the side of me choosing me versus me choosing them. Like, literally, it is a journey, and you probably are like tired to hear me talk about this, but I am definitely have been making strides to choose me, and go for my happiness first. I
agree.
Yeah, within reason. So that's my answer on that.
I like that.
All right. So what Ask Gabe and Babe are we going for?
Okay. So I don't think we did this one.
Okay. It's funny. I'm not one of those.
I'm not one. I don't think we've done this one.
Did we do this one? I feel like maybe I just read it.
No, because she emailed again. She emailed again recently on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So we must not have answered it.
Okay.
She's the same one, same question. So, yeah. See, thank you. Like if we haven't asked or talked about your Ask Gabe Babe yet,
throw that thing back up at the top.
Email us again. Feel free to email us again.
Yes.
Because we look through them, but at the same time we get a lot of emails in all of our inboxes. So throw them back in there, and we'll definitely get to it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hi.
Hola.
Gabe and Chad. My name is Rakita, and I go by Kiki.
Kiki.
What up, Kiki?
Do you love me? Do people sing that? Do you get tired of that?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We apologize.
I am so sorry.
So sorry.
Because that's not the nicest thing.
Okay, she's not one of those anonymous names. So, exactly, Kiki. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm 29 years old and have been divorced for almost 3 years now. We separated in 2017, and the divorce was final in 2018. A lot happened. He went to prison. I waited on him for almost 7 years. Wow. The divorce had me absolutely broken. However, God stepped in and told me my marriage was over and to let it go. So I did just that and filed for divorce because he expressed he no longer wanted me and went outside of our marriage and created a child. I've been doing so well and healing nicely throughout the years. However, earlier this year, we hung out and randomly for the first time since our split, and now that it's around the holiday times, I've been missing him lately. So this came back in December, I think.
Okay.
I've been missing him lately. I don't want to be with him or nothing, just miss him sometimes. I was also very close to his family, but especially his mother. We were like mother and daughter and close friends. This lady was my prayer partner and all. We still remain close, but lately, as expected, we haven't talked as much. In order for me to continue to heal, should I cut everyone that's associated with him completely? Also, do you feel that I've taken a step back in my healing by spending time with him this year? He went on to act funny after we hung out and ignore me, so I think I felt betrayed and abandoned by him once again, even though we weren't together anymore. I love you both and have been a supporter since the beginning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Kiki.
Yes,
Thank you for sending that back to our to bring it back to our attention. Ooh, child.
Things are going to get easier.
I was just listening to a live today where it was my leak, and she was talking about the ex that comes back most times, and they don't want nothing. Like, honestly, they want to see you. They want to be, well, in this case, the person that came back to somebody that was married, and it was like misery loves company. He just wants to see if the access is still there.
Yeah.
Like, and it could possibly be that he does want you back, or that, you know, maybe he's not just trying to see if the access there. Maybe he really does have the feelings, but if God told you,
do you really feel like God told you
that
Absolutely.
It was time to let it go, I just don't believe that he would bring him back like that. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I personally feel like he's an ex for a reason, and sometimes you just got to let things go. Yeah. And we can get caught up in the familiarity of things and people and allow ourselves to slip back into the places we should not be. Because God ain't never taken me from a place and hasn't given me better or taken me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that he can't, but I don't know. That wouldn't be my first instinct.
Yeah.
Especially now that he ghosted you after y'all hung out again. Like, that to me is the red flag. That's all the red flag you need. He don't want nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I feel like if he came back and he was like acting right and, you know, just being nice, and you guys were hanging out, having a good time, there was good communication, then there wasn't a ghosting or acting funny after that made you feel like you felt before, then who knows? I mean, who knows? I mean, people have gotten divorced and gotten back together before. So there's nothing against that. But if he went and made you feel the same way you felt before,
it ain't worth it.
Then maybe he just hasn't changed. You know, maybe he realizes what probably happened is he realized that he lost a good thing. And let's face it, you know, men are, you know, dummies sometime, and they, you know, do something and then they're like, oh dang, I shouldn't have done that. You know, like they don't think first.
Yeah.
You know, so for you, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you got to a point, you prayed about it, obviously, because if God, you know, if you felt God told you, then you probably were praying about it, you know, about what should I do. Then, I mean, you know, I just think that having a relationship with his mother, if she's your prayer partner, and as long as she is able to have that relationship with you and without bringing up her son. Now, if every time you see her and you guys are praying together and you guys are talking and she's like, you know, so have you talked to my boy? Or you guys going to get back together? Or if she's doing that, then you need to separate yourself because that's unhealthy.
Yeah. And even if she's not bringing it up, but you feel some type of way when you see her, or it makes you think, then yes, you need to let that go for your healing.
Maybe you're still processing. You're still healing.
Yeah. It sounds like you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally okay to pull back. You don't have to be like, I can never talk to you again forever.
Maybe talk to her. She's your prayer partner.
Yeah, so be honest about it. Like, you know what? This really brings up feelings in me that I
need to get past.
I need to get past. And I love you and I'm grateful for what you've been in my life. But right now, I need something different. And I wholeheartedly believe that God can bring another prayer partner right on in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that could be a prayer. Also, like, Lord, I love her and I love this relationship we have, but if it's not best for me and if it's going to keep me in a place that you want me to grow from, please make a way for it to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, you can totally pray and just leave it up to God and allow him to make it do what it needs to do. Like, I agree that God will sometimes cut off things that we don't want to cut off or we don't have the strength to cut off ourselves. So a good prayer can help you with that. And it could be why she has not been responsive, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you said there was a change there in how she's been. So you never know, that could be God doing this for you, like clearing up your space so that you can focus on what he would have for you to focus on, or just be open for the blessing that he has for you.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that I love what you said there, because I think that people oftentimes ask God to open doors, but we sometimes ask for it, but then don't realize that when it happens, when he closes doors or closes windows.
Yeah, we got to be open to that too.
Like, we have to be, when you pray for God, remove the bad from my life, please give me, more blessings and lead me in the path that you want me to be on. Well, when he closes that door, or when you feel compelled to move on from something that's not healthy to you, then you have to allow that to happen, process it. And that, I agree. If it means removing people that have anything to do with those feelings or bring that up, then, that's his mom. At the end of the day, that's his mom.
At the end of the day,
she's always going to rock with her son.
Always.
First, because that's, you can't blame her for that.
Yeah.
And you can't blame her for that. That is what it is. So if that is something that is, bringing up those emotions or feelings in any way, then maybe you need to, maybe one day she'll be your prayer partner again after you've healed. And maybe you got your new husband.
Right.
You got a kid of your own.
You never know.
You never know, right? But
that was a good one. I hope that was helpful.
Absolutely.
We can't tell you what's best for you. We don't know what's best for you, but
keep praying.
I think that definitely with some prayer, God will reveal what you should be doing. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's not even about like him coming back and him doing this. It's like, God, what would you have me to do in this situation? Like, are you bringing him back, or is this just a distraction? Because I'm out for what you have for me. Absolutely. What is the prize you have for me? Like, is it him, or should I hold out?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. So I hope that was helpful.
We do. We hope that we wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah. Keep us updated.
Please give us an
how
update
it goes.
On how you doing.
And
we pray for complete healing. Get through that. Get through and find you're happy.
Yep. Because you deserve it.
Jinx, Gabrielle.
You always so quick. Did y'all see my mouth?
She went for it.
I went for Jinx, but I couldn't even get it out quick enough. He done said Jinx and my name before I could even say. I thought you couldn't
jinx a sister.
You can't jinx a sister, but I was
jinxed.
trying to jinx you because you ain't a sister.
Oh, I'm not a sister.
How about that?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not.
bro.
Brother. That's hilarious.
So funny.
Oh,
do we have it? What? What is the
No, this is the end of the podcast. We appreciate y'all.
Why the baby so quick to cut me off? I be trying to do more Ask Gabe and Babe. He'd be like, nope.
Nope. This is the end of the podcast.
Did we do all of our sponsors? We did not. See why you trying to cut me off?
One more sponsor. I'm going to do it for you real quick.
Whatever.
And then I'm going to tell you some juicy stuff.
What is the juicy stuff? Don't forget it.
It's not necessarily juicy.
Oh, okay. Well, you said, like you really had.
I did. I had some cool stuff. I'm going to tell y'all after.
Something cool to say.
Y'all just hang on for this. For this good stuff.
See how he gonna try to end the podcast and we ain't even finished.
All right, peeps. So y'all ready to listen to this? My co-host, I'm trying to give this ad read.
Go for it.
That's hilarious. So, hang on.
And he ain't even ready.
Okay, so Best Fiends. So that's Best Fiends, Fiends. So like Friends, but without the R. Take the R out. All right, so we've talked about Best Fiends before. It's a cool game. It's a game that continues to grow and continues to get more challenging levels. Like they're continually trying to make it so you can continue to play it. So you don't get to the end and then you're done. Like that's the worst. If you enjoy doing something and you get to the end of it, then it's done. You're like, okay, do I start over now, or what happens now? So the game's cool. I love the fact that it's good enough for Gabriel and I to be able to play, but it's also fun for Chad Jr. to play, and even Reagan, like she can mess around with it and stuff like that. So it's a fun little game. So it's a way to kind of fill your times. You can either play it for fun, or if you're just in a waiting room, you want to do something a little different other than scrolling through social media, play a game. Do a little bit of brain challenge in there. Again, we've been playing. I feel like first time we played Best Fiends has probably been 3 years ago.
Years, yeah.
If not,
it's been years.
4 years ago.
It's probably been closer to 4 years ago.
It's been a while. We played it. We first talked about them. Played it on like the vlog on Gabe TV. If you've not subscribed, you should go check it out. Shameless plug. So, have you ever played Best Fiends? Would love to know if any of you have played it, or if you've been. Where did you get recommended? Did we recommend it to you?
Let us know.
Absolutely. So it's pretty much competition, friendly competition. And it's pretty cool. So Best Fiends has a world full of lovable characters, thousands of levels, and more content that gets added all the time, like I mentioned. So we've been playing for a while, and there's always new updates. So just don't expect there to not be an update, because that's what they continue to do. So with Best Fiends, there's something new today, tomorrow, and every day after that. Like I mentioned, thousands of levels to play and counting, plus tons of cute characters to collect as you go through the game. So if you never get tired of solving puzzles, that's where Best Fiends, the fun never ends, and you can continue to do that. So if you get slightly obsessed, well, that's not my fault. Don't get mad at us. So you can actually download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. Again, that's friends without the R, Best Fiends. So check them out. Cool game. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video, and let us know if you play.
Yes.
But yeah, so the juicy stuff.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't want you to hear that, because I'm jealous that you can even do that.
Baby's so mad because he can't pop his back like that. Can y'all pop your back like that? Oh, it's the best too. What is this breathing? Every time Babe tries to pop his back, he has to do these deep breathe in and out, and I think it's the funniest thing. I'm a breathe that is not helping you to crack your back.
When you go to the chiropractor, they say, okay, breathe in, and then okay, breathe out.
My chiropractor never told me to breathe in.
Well, you don't have a good chiropractor. We're not gonna get in here battling about who got the better chiropractor.
I haven't been to my chiropractor in a long time. Okay,
whatever.
Anyway,
all right. Here
what
we
is
go.
the juicy stuff?
Juicy
what is the good
stuff?
stuff?
It's
not even juicy or
juicy.
good.
It's not juicy.
Is it good?
Next week on the podcast, your boy will have more ink.
Oh, I was like, what is happening?
So y'all see the arm right now, and this just the ink that I got right now. See, I'm trying to show you all angles of the arm.
You go tomorrow, right?
I go tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Are you excited about it?
So excited. When I was in my 11 or 12 day quarantine, when I had COVID, I had ideas already, but I didn't know how to do it or what they look like. So I ended up finding this tattoo design company online, and you can send them your ideas. They find artists. They find actual tattoo artists. And the tattoo artist goes through and designs a tattoo, puts all together, and then you can approve it and all that kind of stuff, and they give you the finalized design. I'm so excited though.
So this is going to be the completion of your of your whole full sleeve, full sleeve.
So this will be. It won't be finished tomorrow. It won't be finished tomorrow, but like parts of it will. Yeah. It's probably gonna be 2 or 3 sessions, because getting the ink and then doing shading. I still got to shade this rose in. Oh
yeah, I forgot about that.
So yeah, I'm excited. Yes, that's a good stuff.
This was the juicy stuff he wanted.
That was the juicy stuff.
Yes. Lord, I want a new tattoo.
You're so cute.
I only have one.
We're supposed to get one together.
We were, but we can't ever figure out what we want or where we want it. So
I know, we'll figure it out.
Maybe one day. If not,
exactly.
I guess I'll be all right.
Exactly.
Anyway, thanks for rocking with us, you guys. We love you, and have a wonderful day whenever you're listening to this, and we'll see you back next week. Same time, same place.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Deuces.